Becoming free from impurity even in my thoughts made my life so much better in so many ways. When I am so zealous against impurity that it is not allowed even in my thoughts, the result is that I experience peace from all the restlessness and dissatisfaction that come with that kind of thinking. It is written in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to God's purpose for them. This means that no matter what is going to come my way is only going to benefit me. It is going to be the very thing that could possibly happen. Once I came to faith in this, I gained a fantastic peace and rest that makes me happy and thankful in all circumstances and situations. As a result, all worries and unrest disappear.
I believe having a clean conscience also produces rest. Before I had victory over impure thoughts, I would often be jittery or feel guilty around people. I had a hard time looking them straight in the eyes, because I was acutely aware of how inappropriate my thoughts were. I was afraid they could sense it, or see it on my face, and therefore I was always self-conscious, and often insecure. As soon as I started getting victory, this unrest disappeared. I could look people in the eye and know that I had nothing to be ashamed of.
When I fight for purity, I am set free from being a slave to what people think of me. Being a slave to what people think of me means that the way I act, dress, react and look is influenced by people's opinion of me. Maybe I am too timid to state my own opinions, because I think someone will find it stupid. This type of situation is especially common when I am already tempted to flirt or try to impress someone because I am attracted to them. However, when I fight against those tendencies, I become free from that, in every situation no matter who I'm with.
Purity also sets me free from selfishness. When I am focused on satisfying my lusts, it is all about me, especially in my thoughts. When the selfish thoughts are done away with, I start looking around to see where I can bless and serve instead. This makes a huge difference for my life, because doing good things for others makes me incredibly happy. I get to practice what it says in Philippians 2:3, let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit. People around me can taste this as well, and it creates a pure, close fellowship that goes deeper than a normal friendship. When I'm tempted to impure thoughts about people, it can lead to worries about the future. Will I marry? Whom will I marry? Is it worth waiting for whom God has for me? But Jesus says don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about its own things, that the troubles of each day is enough. Matthew 6:34. By consciously practicing this word and putting all worries in God's hand, I came to an incredible rest and peace. The more I experienced that, the more natural it became for me to cast all my worries about the future on God. When I choose to fight for purity right from my teens, it may seem like I am giving up much at the time. People might question my choice and saying I am missing out. And I may feel that way sometimes myself, because my peers are living according to their lusts. But the truth of the matter is that being faithful to Jesus in this area saves a lot of pain.
Instead of trying out relationships outside of God's will, you should keep yourself pure from sin and find His will for your life, instead of being a slave to lusts.
This is the formula for happiness, no matter what God has planned for my future. Because I am free from my own selfishness, I become content and satisfied, because I know I am living the best possible life, according to God's will. Then I can also be a blessing for others regardless of my circumstances or who I am with. Fighting for purity in my thoughts has been one of the most rewarding choices of my life. It pays back every single day and makes me happy. I get to live a life free from worries and build friendships, because I care about others and my life doesn't revolve around myself. I experience a much deeper connection with God as well. I learn to use my time in a way that is pleasing to Him, and because I stand before Him with a pure heart, He can reveal Himself to me according to Matthew 5:8. I experience the most interesting development that I possibly can. As I continue to draw closer to God and give up my own will, He continues to draw closer to me and reveal more of His will and plan for me. James chapter 4 verse 5. Each day is a new adventure as my life develops and God shows me where to go next, what to work with, and whom to bless. What a life to live!
Each day is a new adventure. I hear God's voice very clearly speaking to me daily and directing me on the way and path to go. I'm living my best life yet.